Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl Bondi Blue and I am back for another Real Housewives of Atlanta review. This is the episode before the season finale, so let's just get right into it. Okay, so Portia is in the studio giving you mind, body, and soul realness with this deep ass voice that she got, right? And she's rehearsing and she wasn't doing bad, but she wasn't doing that good. She has to get some vocal training going on. First of all, I feel like she doesn't have good technique. And I also feel like at the end of her notes, she drops them. And she doesn't realize she's doing it. And nobody's telling her that she's dropping them at the end. I guess because they're just going to do some special engineering shit and make shit sound right. But anyway, Kandi comes in there because Kandi has talked to her. Okay? She signed a contract and she's still missing rehearsals. What is the problem? So we gotta go talk about this. Kandi whips out the email and reads the email that her stage manager sent her about Portia missing practice on Friday, saying she wouldn't be there on Saturday. And then she was informed that she has practice 6 days a week and that this is a very serious commitment and that she needs to be there in order to learn everything. They're singing, dancing, and acting all at one time. And bitch, you haven't done any of the latter. You haven't done any of these things professionally yet. So you need to be there to make sure you are on point, okay? You are working with professionals, okay? Okay, I just love D Woods, right? Don't you love D Woods? I love D Woods. She's so cute. Anyway, so she tells Kandi that Kandi needs to, you know, check her people. Her people need to, I don't know, talk to one another. Her people need to communicate. And the reason why is because she didn't receive an email for the November schedule. She got the October one, but she didn't receive one. So she calls her assistant Lauren. And Lauren tells Kandi that she didn't see the attachment. When she got the email, it was a whole bunch of emails, so she didn't see the attachment. So she didn't know she had it. Now here's my thing. If you knew you didn't have it, why not say, hey, can you send me the schedule for November again because I haven't gotten it? Instead of acting like, oh, we don't have rehearsal, even though it's like only a week before the play, we must not have rehearsal. Like, how could you not know next day you have, you know, the next time you have rehearsal when you were there the day before? Like, this was just total fuck shit to me, Portia. You are just not taking it seriously to me, I feel like you were not taking it seriously until Kandi had to come in there and go off on your ass. So when we find out that it wasn't Kandi's people that was fucking up, it was your people that was fucking up, she got you together and told you, bitch, check your people, bring your ass to rehearsal. I'm glad I paid for an understudy. So later on, when she does come to rehearsal, finally, okay, the stage manager takes her to the side and is like, look, are you going to be here for the performance? And she's like, of course. And she's like, what you mean, of course? You haven't been here, you know, you haven't been showing consistent work to me. You haven't been doing, I mean, I'm just saying. And, you know, Portia was like, I am very dedicated. I am very dedicated to this play. I am very dedicated. And she was like, And she was like, is that what you're going to do? Is that what you're going to, you're like, yes, bitch, you haven't been here all the time. Like, you haven't been here for every rehearsal like you should be. And you're one of the people that needs the most work. So yes, I am taking your commitment a little, you know, I'm taking it a little lightly here because of your actions. Portia, get it together. You can only be cute with bunny eyes for so long before you need something to back it up. Back it up. Okay? I'm just saying. She didn't even know the moves, okay? She didn't even know the steps. How you gonna come in here and you don't know the shoo-doo, that you don't know, do-do-do, let mama show you how it goes. Like, how you not know, okay? You not sister. Sister knew it already. You didn't know it. So you should have been at rehearsal, Portia. The fuck you don't know when you supposed to be there. Fuck out of here. Anyway, y'all, Thomas Jefferson is having a meeting with her manager, okay? And he's discussing with her clothing line with the Home Shopping Network, which y'all know a lot of people get deals with the Home Shopping Network. It's very lucrative. It's a good deal. It's a great thing for Nene, okay? Now, I want to say this because I feel like Nene like shot some, you know, she threw some shots when she was in that confessional. And I just want to say I have always been here for when Nene became an actress. I was proud. I was happy for her. I was happy for her when she, you know, got on the New Normal and when she was, you know, Coach Rise and all of that. I was here for her and I watched the New Normal every episode that it came on because of her, and I was sad to see it get canceled. But when we come back to Real Housewives and you trying to play people for dust like you've been out here really really being in everything and doing as much work as you possibly can, I gotta give you the brick wall, bitch. Because no, you're not about to try to downgrade what Candy doing. Like, Candy isn't a millionaire 10 times over than you probably will ever be, because you being fucking stupid turning down jobs because you don't want to be perceived as too ethnic. Am I getting that right? Am I getting that right? Because she didn't want to do the box office, didn't even read the script because it's Bill Bellamy's show and it's not on a major network or in a major time slot. It's on the weekends. It's still a funny show. I've seen it plenty of times. It records, okay? Like, I've seen the show. I like the show as well. And I just feel like you aren't as big as you think you are. You're not as big in the acting world as you are in reality TV, in reality TV world. And I know all of these white people are bucking your head up, but you're a dime a dozen, Nene. There are a whole bunch of black women with a whole lot of fucking attitude that can serve it, okay? And give way better face and way better wig at the same time. So just calm down. That's my whole thing, okay? So I'm glad that you still getting opportunities, but stop being fucking stupid. Stop being stupid thinking that you holding on, trying not to be that, you know, be the stereotypical black person, but you are. You are. You play yourself in everything that you play in. You know why you don't want to go to acting classes? Because nobody is paying you to act. They're paying you to be Nene Leakes. That's what's happening. That's why, oh my God, all the kiddies are in love with Nene. You know what I'm saying? Because they're paying you to be yourself. They're not paying you because you're this great actress. Let's be fucking real, okay? So my point is, want you to succeed, but pump your brakes and humble yourself with your big ass. Like, come the fuck on. Like, you out here doing it. Let me tell you something. There are a couple of actors, okay, that work so damn much, they will probably never not work. Samuel L. Jackson does damn near every movie somebody asks him to do. Clifton Powell. Do y'all know who Clifton Powell is? Let me tell y'all something. Clifton Powell played on Ray, okay? Academy Award winning fucking movie with Jamie Foxx. He played his driver, was with him the whole movie. Y'all know who Clifton Powell is? Pinky, okay? That man plays in everything. He will do low budget, local New Orleans movies to Oscar-winning movies. It's all about getting yourself out there and acting. If you really love what the fuck you doing, we're about making this money and playing these roles. At the end of the day, Nene, you're only going to be able to go so far because you already put yourself in that box for being Miss Thing. Okay? Like, stop getting it fucking twisted like they about to play, you know, like you about to get up there and play Nina Simone or some shit like that. Come on now, bitch. You ain't got that range. And if you have, let me see it. Let me see it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be in more shit. You can't just be turning down jobs because you don't want the white people to think that you're being too ethnic. Don't get it fucking twisted. And I know that's what you're doing. Okay? Like, y'all, whatever. Like, that shit makes me upset. Because Halle Berry, like, in Academy Award winning actor Denzel Washington, all of these actors who are held to so high acclaim that you aspire to be like, or even aspire to be in their circle, these people have had to be crackheads and maids and drug dealers and criminals and slave girls, and I'm just saying they had to play those roles to get out there and do what they had to do. She thinks she's just gonna skip steps, and that's not how this works. Okay? Do you know how many black films an actor has to do before they can get into white films? And then you gotta do something real. Like, do you know when Halle Berry's turning point was? Do you really fucking know? I'm about to tell you when the turning point was. When she did Monsters Ball and got her Oscar. Even though she had been doing so many different movies and, you know, being, you know, a little co-star, that changed the game for her. Okay? Who was in that movie? Only what? One white person? Two white people, you know what I'm saying? But Diddy was in that movie. What, you know what I'm saying? It was one of those movies where you get the opportunity, you gotta do it because it's an Oscar-winning movie. And the next thing, you're showing your titties and swordfish, and you're playing opposite all white men, and you never have to worry about getting paid under $20 million ever again. Okay, but Halle Berry had to take a lot of steps, and Halle Berry worked for a long time to get where she is. And I just use her because she's the only female Oscar winner for Best Actress. Isn't she? Isn't she the only black woman that has ever won Best Actress? Everybody else has won Best Supporting Actress. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, I feel like Nene thinks too highly of herself, and that annoys me. And that's that. Okay, but I'm happy that she got her little clothing line. Anyway, it's Cynthia and Peter, y'all. Cynthia is giving y'all, bitch, I'm a model, look at me realness right now because it's on TV. What happened was Bar 1 went under foreclosure, but not because Peter wasn't paying his bills. It was because the people that owned the building, the landlords who they were paying rent to, were not paying their mortgage. So the bank wants to foreclose on Bar 1, on that building. Now these same people own the building that that the Bailey agency is in as well. So Cynthia is feeling the pressure of that. When her and Peter talk, she's pissed because she had to find out through the blogs. Well, of course, he's telling her he doesn't want to stress her out. But that's total bullshit, okay? Yeah, you don't want to stress her out, but you also don't want to put her in on the decision making because she might not do what you want to do. She makes smarter decisions probably. She would be a little bit more cautious about how y'all spend y'all money. You, on the other hand, is like, well, if I got it, if I'm paying for it, it is what it is. But then, when it comes time to pay for shit that's for both of y'all, your fucking ass ain't got it. Like, I'm sorry, but I feel like, even though, you know, I feel like she was being stupid because it's like you asking for reassurance, and then when he gives it to you, you tell him, you can't assure me of that. And she was digging, you know, digging a little bit in him when she told him, you know, well, you know, I can't believe what you say because you tell me it's going to be fine and then shit be fucked up. Okay? And I totally understand that. You need to be on top of everything. Read your fucking mail. That's why he didn't know he had to pay the bank, because he didn't read the mail. Word, Peter. But you want to own businesses, but you can't even read your mail to find out what's going on with those businesses. Now, granted, I feel like that could have warranted a phone call from the lawyer. But still in all, that's you not taking care of your business at the end of the day. The lawyer did what he was supposed to do, okay? So I just feel like Peter is always making excuses, and if he would actually include Cynthia, then maybe they would make better decisions together instead of him making stupid fucking decisions and her having to give up some of her money to deal with it. Like, that's just basically what happens between them. Later on, he talks to the landlord. The landlord says he's going to try to make sure that the building doesn't go in foreclosure, and that he can either sell it to Peter, or he can get somebody else to buy it, and as a part of that agreement, they would have to continue to rent it out to Peter. So, you know, she's being hopeful and trusting what her man is saying. And I'm all well and good with that. Cynthia and Peter keep Bar 1 alive. Okay. Y'all, poor Kenya. Poor Kenya, y'all. I feel bad for Kenya. And let me tell y'all, my little two babies are laying down right here. Okay? And Barack is crazy and nuts, and I can't take him sometimes. And Olivia barks very loud for a little dog, and she bites the back of your feet when you walk. But I love my dogs, so I felt so bad for Kenya, especially the way her dog died, with another dog attacking her dog. And I know what that's like. My sister's dog, which is also like my little nephew dog, because he comes and plays with Barack ever since he was little. And two dogs jumped on him, and if it wasn't for the fact that he had been fighting with Barack all his life, he wouldn't have knew how to move around a big ass dog, okay? But he made it out, you know what I'm saying, and he's alive now. But they bit his ass up. They bit his little ass up. He a little bitty dog, you know what I'm saying, just like my little Olivia, but a little fatter and a little bit more fur everywhere. Some other type of poodle mix. Maybe poodle with Pomeranian, I can't remember. Anyway, y'all, but you know, and when my mama was telling me about that, my heart was hurt. She called me on the phone and my heart was hurt, okay? Because if he would have been dead, I would have cried. So I totally get Kenya, and I felt so bad for Kenya. I really, really did. And her auntie came over to comfort her, and she was crying, y'all. And this is the thing, I just finished texting Rox because I had to text her, because first of all, the whole time Kenya was crying, I kept thinking about, watch Rox be sitting up there, and he just had his dangling in his mouth, and he was holding it, and he looked at me in my eye, and I just couldn't take it, my baby's gone. Like, I could just imagine Rox doing that shit, and I was laughing my ass off. Y'all, I'm so sorry. But the way the snot was running, and she has this Nana crying when it's like this, and you're like, bitch, why are you yelling that? And you know, she's so whiny when she cries. She's so whiny any other time. Remember, she's like, Peter, no man. Like, she's just so whiny, y'all, and it's just fucking hilarious. But I still feel so bad for Kenya, and I'm sorry, Kenya. I'm so sorry about Velvet. And she's gonna have a funeral for the baby, and she invited Kandi and Cynthia because those are the only 2 people that are genuinely nice to her, which I agree. If it was me, I wouldn't invite none of them other bitches either. I wouldn't invite Portia, I wouldn't invite Phaedra, I wouldn't invite Nene, because none of them like you and you don't like them, so fuck them. Invite the ones that do like you, because that's a time where you want to feel comfortable and not like you want to smack the piss out somebody. You know what I'm saying? So I felt bad for Kenya. I hope she gets another puppy soon. I know you gotta wait a little while, because you don't want to be like looking at the dog like, bitch, you ain't like my first dog, I hate you. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be like that. So, you know what I'm saying? Oh, poor Kenya. So Kandi is meeting with the counselor and her mother to try and help their situation, because she has not been talking to her mom since her mom tried to pay somebody to take pictures of Todd. Okay? They have not been cool at all. And the counselor comes in and talks to Kandi first, and then the mom, you know, Mama Joyce comes in and he wants to talk to Mama Joyce alone. And the first thing, you know, he starts to talk to Mama Joyce, you know, and ask her what is her problem with Todd, and, you know, what's the situation. And she starts to talk once again. We all know when Kandi and Todd first got together, and Todd was able to, you know, stop working for a little while because he would have had to move to another place. And it was at the beginning of him and Candy's relationship, and Kandi didn't want him to leave. So he would be putting off jobs that would take him out of Atlanta until he found a job in Atlanta. But he had saved up his money being a free, you know what I'm saying, being a freelancer. That's basically how it is. You got to save your money when you get it. That's why freelancers charge so much, because they have to be able to have money until that next job comes along, and sometimes you never know when that might be. So good for Todd. Todd has been working with Oprah. Todd has worked with a whole bunch of people, so he has a great resume, and there are a lot of people that want to work with Todd. And Mama Joyce doesn't understand that for some reason. She's using that as an excuse to say why she doesn't like him and why she doesn't trust him. And you know, the man is asking, well, how does he treat Kandi? I don't know, because I don't really go around. I don't really go around. And I just hate the way she shows no emotion on her face. When you mad and going off and trying to kick people's ass, you got all the passion and fire in the world. The way she was talking to Ty, the fact, nothing will keep me off your ass, baby. Like when she was doing all that shit, you got so much gusto and so much passion. But when it comes to trying to get this situation rectified between you and your daughter, you have like the dullest fucking attitude possible. Like she's hardly talking in this motherfucker, okay? And you know, the first thing she said that pissed me off was that Todd, you know, Candy's gained like 30 pounds since she been with him, and he hasn't told her to lose weight. So obviously he isn't trying to make her best her. And it's like, what man would tell his woman, hey bitch, you getting too fat, bring that back? Kandi is not that damn big. She has not gained no 30 pounds. And let's be real, Kandi is happy. And we all know that when you get in a relationship and you get happy, you might gain weight. Because y'all all in love. Y'all eating, fucking, and going to sleep. Ain't nobody got time to be working out. Okay, the sex is the workout, goddammit. It may not burn as many calories as the gym, but we gonna fuck with it for a little while. Ain't nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm more than sure that Kandi being on television is enough of a reminder that her ass needs to keep it tight, okay? So Mama Joyce, stop with that fuck shit. That was just totally ridiculous for you to even say that in the first place to me. Like, that really made me mad. Why would you want him to tell her something like that? If you feel like she need to lose weight, then you need to tell her that with your mean ass. So Kandi fat. So in time, she be telling her to lose weight. She never had a close relationship with her daddy. Then her brother died. And so she can't pick a man. She doesn't know how Todd, you know, treats Kandi, like I said, because she hasn't taken the time to get to know him. And maybe she should take the time to get to know him. And the counselor was really, you know, cool and told her, just like you talking to me, you need to talk to him and give him a chance. And, you know, they leave it at that. And, you know, Kandi was crying and all of that. And Kandi was just, you know, I just don't understand why, you know, she doesn't stop. Like, I'm trying to be respectful, but she just keep, you know, she always find a reason to be unhappy no matter what I do, you know. And I'm just like, oh, Kandi, I'm so tired of seeing you cry about this shit. If you ain't gonna woman the fuck up and tell your mama to go sit in the corner and chill the fuck out, then I don't know what to tell you, okay? Because I'm not one of those people. Like, that's one thing my mama did teach me. I can love you and I can leave you, okay? Like, I can love you from afar, motherfucker. You ain't got it. You're not gonna stress out my life. I don't care who you are. I don't care who you are. I'm not saying like, oh, if my child is stressing me out, I'm just gonna be like, fuck my child. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, grown people who don't contribute anything to my life, really. Not saying that her mom doesn't contribute anything, but she damn sure don't need nothing from her mama but the love. And her mama ain't giving it to her anyway, so bitch, you can be at an arm's length. You know what I'm saying? I'm serious. Like, that's just how I am. And I understand that there are people, you know, Candy's different. Candy has been brainwashed to, you know, that being respectful is being docile. And it's not the same thing. You know what I'm saying? You can be respectful and you know what I'm saying, and still say what you gotta say. But hell, Candy and Ty got married anyway this past week. And she said it was the best day of her life. I'm happy for them. I'm happy they finally got married. They finally went ahead and did that. Now, Mama Joyce, you gonna have to go ahead and suck it the fuck up and get over it. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and get over it. Because now they married now. They married now. Get down, boy. Get down. Anyway, so moving along, y'all. Gave Candy that old weak ass one-arm hug. Alright, baby. Like, what the fuck? Anyway, so Mama Joyce comes to one of the rehearsals and she's in the audience rolling her eyes and giving stank fish face. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all know this play is basically, you know, sort of based on how Mama Joyce treats Candy. And, you know, they're having this argument between Candy's mom's character and Candy's character on stage. And Mama Joyce is in the audience, you know, and all that. So Don Juan takes her down to, you know, hey, you two, stop it. Takes her down to Ty so she can talk to Ty because Ty wants to show her around. And he's trying to be nice and he's trying to keep, you know, keep it light and do the small talk. Are you excited? Candy's very excited. I'm excited if she's excited. Yeah, you coming down? You and the sisters all coming down and everything? Yeah. And it's like, bitch, can you just be a little warm? Just a little warm with him. Jesus Christ. And oh my God, Todd, your waves are everything. I mean, just love it. Love, love, love it. I love a man with a good haircut. Anyway, so Todd just, you know, he kicks the real shit to her and basically says, look, I don't know when you stop liking me. I don't know what the problem is, but can we move to a place where we can at least start to like each other again? And she said, Candace did that, but this is the thing. I never stopped liking you. I just stopped expecting you. And I'm like, well, what the fuck is the difference, Mama Joyce? Either way, you don't speak to him. You don't want him with your daughter. You act like it. You try to set him up. You're doing the most right now, okay? He explains to her after she says once again about him not working. He explains himself and how he saved his money and how he knew what he was doing. He's not living off Candy. He doesn't want to live off Candy. You know what I'm saying? He wants her to love him the way she loves Candy. He wants them to be a family and be happy. He doesn't want to only have to invite the cousins to the wedding because their mama don't want to be there. He wants to work it the fuck out. And the only person that's being hurt is Candy. So what can we do, Mama Joyce? And she basically said that, you know, she lost her son and, you know, she put everything into Candy. And maybe that's why she's so overprotective. And, you know, maybe she needs to check herself, but they can move forward and, you know, try to work on it. And, you know, he was like, can I get a hug? She's like, yeah, you know, one arm. All right, get off me. Like, she's just so shiesty, man. Like, and I'm so sorry because I know Candy, you know, really wants her mama to be happy for her. And it's just, oh my God. Mama Joyce is just so nasty with it. Like, she's so nasty with it. And that's why it's like, damn, Mama Joyce, can you be nice just a little bit? Just a little bit? Damn. I feel bad for Todd. It was almost like when we was watching Puma and his crazy ass mother-in-law. Love you, Warnie. But yeah, y'all, that shit was crazy. And did y'all hear the tape that came out, the 911 tape of Kenya calling on Portia? I can't stand that shit, y'all. Can we talk for a sec? Reality TV is not the real world. In real life, if a bitch, you know, if you work with somebody and a bitch put her hands on you and fights you and fucks up your face or something like that, you have the right to sue her. But in reality TV world, when you sign up to be on a catty ass show with bitches and you being one of those catty ass bitches, you should expect to get popped every now and again, or at least once, okay? So calling the police is such bullshit to me. I really feel like that's some fuck shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, bitch, you didn't get hurt, really. So there was no reason for you to call the police on Portia. I didn't like that at all. That's why I like mob wives. Them hoes fight all day. And ain't nobody calling no cops, okay? I just either fucked you up or you fucked me up. But either way it go, we're going to go our separate ways. And we wish somebody would call the police because we're going to both fuck them up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know everybody may not agree with me, but I just feel like on reality TV, I don't care what anybody say, when you get on one of these shows, especially a show like Real Housewives, you sign up for the shit. And I also am tired of everybody trying to put the fighting on the reality shows on black women. Like, we're the only ones who do it. No, like I just said, my wives and the white Real Housewives bitches be getting into it all the time, smacking each other, knocking each other the fuck out. Hell, they fighting on dance moms. All I'm saying is, we are not degrading black women because black women are on television fighting. There are all ethnic groups on television fighting right now. It's just reality TV. It is what it is. Stop stigmatizing us and putting that shit on us like we the only violent people in the fucking world. Obviously not. Okay? So stop this shit. It is not just us. And I'm not claiming that bullshit as a black woman. I am not claiming that stereotype. And I'm not claiming that on me or any other person in my family. Because if a bitch gotta get fucked up, sometimes she gotta get fucked up. But that's the culture that we grew up in. Where if somebody hits you, you hit them back. If your mama didn't raise you like that, that's not my fucking problem. Okay? All I gotta say is... You signed up for it, Kenya, okay? You signed up for it, and you were due for an ass whooping. Come on, babe. You were due for an ass whooping. I know you don't think so, but I'm telling you, everybody know you were kind of due for an ass whooping, okay? You call the police. Girl, down. And you're right. Anyway, y'all, so that was Real Housewives of Atlanta. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I love you all, and I will see you guys in my next video, which will probably be up Tuesday for Black Ink Crew and Basketball Wives. So I love you guys, and I'll see you later.